And I don't want to disturb his peace because I know it's an evening of a few hours of peacefulness. This has been happening a lot in my building. And the super gets involved. He deals with this a lot. But I just walked in and out of my home. And I mean, what do you do? This is a very sad situation, guys. I feel horrible. I'm not going to say anything to the man. I'm going to have a heart and let him have 4 or 5 hours of peacefulness. Stay tuned. Guys, the video I just showed you, that is the front of my building. I live off of a main road, and this has been happening in the past 6 months. This is the 3rd one. I'm not afraid. I would hope to think, and I haven't said anything, because in my mind, I say, hello, sir, how are you? And they nod. But all 3, the ones I've spoken to, have been older gentlemen. I would hope that they're passing by, and you gotta have a heart. But as you can see, the gentleman is sleeping. He found a dry, safe haven. There's the awning. He's leaning up against the doctor's door. And many others have done that over the years. But in the past 6 months, it's happened 3 times. It's happening more often. Because I watch what's going on, things are changing. Excuse my appearance, guys. I didn't even want to care about my appearance. I wanted to talk about the topic. There are buildings that were just closed and they were let run down for the past 3, 4, 5 years, and now people are buying them and they're turning them into restaurants or companies, businesses, and the landscaping and fixing up the buildings. They're bringing things back to life. So for the past 5 years, and I noticed it. I walk around a lot for exercise. I take shortcuts when I do deliveries, and you see where people live. They're homeless. They have a safe haven. They use these old buildings. Maybe they're not inside, but they're on the outside. It's a safe haven. They camp out. And that's what this man's doing. And it's so sad. And I see he has an American flag. I was very nice to him. I was like, hello, sir, good evening. I could have ran to the super and said, there was a man there. There's a man there, Hector. I feel maybe the guy just needs a night's sleep. And he won't come back. But I thought that for the past 2. And the last one, one of the lady residents just grabbed my attention in the parking lot. She grabbed me. She was like, did you see this man? Does that happen here regularly? Like, she couldn't handle it. And I was like, well, maybe he's just passing by. Occasionally that does happen. She was like, I called Hector. Well, yeah, that's, I understand your concern. I know a lot of people would never let that happen on their property. They feel someone else should take care of it. I know. I will. When I see my super throughout the next day or 2, I'll be like, Hector, there's another guy there. I'll keep an eye out for you. Because he runs the show here, so I feel that he should speak with them. This isn't like my privately owned home, and I can either ask a family member, or if I was married, have somebody, step up to the plate and take care of it, call the police. I live in a building, it's a safe haven. When I see the super tomorrow, I'll pass it along. But what would you do? Would you allow this on your property? I watch what's going on. I've been in this area a long time, and I'm sure people have watched all their areas, have their highs and lows and their ups and downs, and you see buildings, businesses close, and buildings go desolate for a few years, and then someone buys them, and then people get, they lose their safe haven. They don't know what to do, the homeless. What would you do? Would you allow this on your property? How would you handle the situation if you lived in a building? Like, I'm telling you what I'm going to do. But I think I'm pretty street smart and savvy, and I don't get freaked out by that. As long as they are not hurting me, I will speak to someone else and we'll take care of it together. I wouldn't confront someone. When I came back, like, I went out for a few minutes, and then I came back like 20 minutes later, and he was out cold. I wasn't going to disturb this man. And I walked right by him, like you see in the city and what you see on the news. And I walked into my lobby, walked into the building. The guy was out. He's at peace because he has a dry, it's raining, he's warm, he's comfortable, he's safe. I'm not going to tell him to move. So, what would you do? Any comments? I appreciate it. And thanks for listening. And I'll see you around. Bye.